Hey Twin Flames, I'm Alden, the Twin Flame Psychic, and today I wanted to touch on how astrology can affect your Twin Flame union. And first of all, like the astrology of your birth chart, does it make you a Twin Flame to someone else? You know, if you find the right, someone else's astrology, you're trying to figure it out that way. I have not seen that to be true, and I think that that would be quite something to tackle if possible. But I mean, there's endless combinations, endless times and places when you can be born in this lifetime. But I mean, yeah, you know, certain things can line up. Like I've seen interesting things between people who are probably some specific person in a past life and their life now. So I find that really interesting. And, you know, it can be like your rising sign, the way you come off that way, different things. And more than that, you know, like, so if you go in depth into the essence of who you are, yeah, like your twin flame meets you there, and that is going to be reflected somehow in your astrology charts. But that doesn't mean that you want to look for some specific thing to match, or certainly you don't want to look for some kind of very specific compatibility. It doesn't mean that you're not compatible with your twin flame. And actually though, like if you are really compatible, that can be a blessing, but it can also be a challenge to ascend and harmonize with your twin flame, because sometimes those challenging aspects are like what keeps the wheels turning. You know, it's literally like squares and oppositions and stuff, and it makes things move around. When you have trines or when you have things, you know, in signs that are compatible, it's really lovely and really beautiful, and you can use that for your foundation. But it's not always like the fastest way to move through things if you sit in those comfortable places that are illustrated in various ways, not just in your birth chart. They should play out in other ways in your life too, otherwise they're not really like true to who you are, right? And they, in some way, it's always going to be true somehow when you dig deeper. So that's, you know, in a nutshell, like the birth chart dynamics. And there's also, you know, so of course, like very specific things you can look at that have to do, like Venus is a very good thing to look at. You know, how you like to be loved, how you like to love are kind of one and the same thing in a lot of ways. And so when you know that, not just about yourself, but about your twin flame, suddenly, you know, you have a big hint as to how to really best love your twin flame, and like what it is that they're attracted to about you in that Venusian kind of romantic way. It doesn't mean you need to change yourself to try to fit that. You are already going to be naturally, authentically attractive to your twin flame, like, if, you know, just being your true self. So don't worry about that. But there's there's a lot of good keys in astrology to how to really go deeper with the truth of who you are, and how to clear away things that maybe aren't actually as true to you as you know, you may have thought at one time. Or maybe there's something that just needs to, you know, a little turning, or even a recognition, or what is it, validation, you know, because sometimes you're doing the right things, but just understanding why that is and having that grounded can really help too. So look at that. And then as far as like, you know, everyday astrology, the different times of year, Mercury retrograde, and all of these things, you know, they're all really helpful for your twin flame journey. And at the same time, you don't want to wait for Mercury retrograde to come around for your ex to reach back out to you, you know. It's a common thing to have happen. So if you believe your twin flame is your ex, hey, like, you know, let me know in the comments if that's happened to you. But yeah, like it's not an excuse, you know, to wait around, but it's a way to help you navigate. It's like, oh, if it's raining outside, you might prepare for the weather. So you can also prepare for the astrological weather, and understand why people might be doing certain kinds of things under certain kinds of transits. And so, you know, the more you know, right? And if you're not too interested in it, there's plenty of other things you can pay attention to that might interest you more. Maybe you're just interested like in chakras, and you're interested in crystals, and you don't want to do astrology, you don't want to go there. Whatever like your things are that you like, I think it's great to branch out, and I think it's great to receive help and support so that you can be your best self. But really, like, you want to do what resonates for you to the extent, you know, that you can take it on. Maybe you just care about like the full moon and the new moon every month, and that's interesting to you, and a few other little things. And maybe you want to go deeper and learn more. And so, yeah, it can't hurt you, that's for sure. And there's, it's, you know, really is like a rabbit hole, you know, in a good way as well. So, yeah, those are just a few things to know about your astrology that can help you, hopefully, to bring some peace to you about like the fact that, yeah, like you and your twin flame could be any combo in astrology, and it doesn't mean that you are or are not twin flames, but there are usually some dynamics. Even if you have more compatible looking birth charts, there's going to be some things in your birth charts that should really stand out and support the idea somehow that you are twin flames with someone else. It just makes logical sense, and from what I've seen, it tends to be very true. So yeah, thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe for more. And if you would like to work with me, get your astrology done, do ascension coaching, or check out my blog, you can check out the link below, thetwinflamepsychic.com. Take care. Bye.